Attention, number 1, Fabian Thompson.
Hello and thanks for joining us on Noche La NBA, the NBA's celebration of Latin heritage, both among its players and fans. I'm Kevin Harlan. With me tonight, Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson. And reporting from the sidelines all game long, we've got David Aldridge. Let's take a look at the numbers for him.
In the last 5 games, you can see the trend upwards for effective field goal percentage. And it shows you how confident he's playing right now.
And the starting group for the Spurs, they've got Wembanyama. Sochan is out there with Lou. And there's Porzingis, and it's Barnes in at the small forward position. And for Houston, Shepherd out there with Jalen Green. Then there's Amen Thompson. Then there's Mo Wagner. And it's Smith in at the 4-man position. And what a matchup we have here in the front court, Greg.
Yeah, each of these teams are anchored by their big men. I think it's going to be physical and highly intensified.
Here's Lou. What a tremendous game he played against Utah. 4 on the shot clock. And Wembanyama throws it down.
The perfect lob partner, Wembanyama, with elite hand-eye coordination.
Now the Rockets with it. Outside, Green. Pass to Shepherd. Good. Great play by Green to set it up.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those. Now, why not throw it up to Porzingis? That's what he's there for.
Shepherd, the pass to Smith. Here's Shepherd. Here's Green. Again, the Rockets score.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You got to show some fire and keep defending.
And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blown. Over the last few seasons, we've seen the resurgence of Porzingis. And, Richard, it has been fun to watch.
Kevin, he's been effective on both sides of the ball. He's always been a good player, but his recent fit has really improved his play.
Shepherd with the ball. Guarded by Lou. Now, Shepherd. He's making his presence felt offensively with his scoring average up there at almost 13 points a game.
Ideal way to start the game. Come out of the gate and knock down all but one of your first 5 shots.
Here's Lou. The Rockets making the shot. And the dunk by Sochan.
And he pulls off the Houdini to make that catch and slam it through.
Stupendous alley-oop. Outside, Green. Smith with it. Out guarded by Porzingis. Thompson outside. Pass to Green. Shot clock at 5. A 3-ball. It's hauled in by Porzingis. The Spurs have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. Floats it up for Wembanyama. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Oh, great decision there. Get it to Wembanyama and let Victor finish as the roller.
It's deflected and stolen by Wembanyama. Lou passes to Sochan. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Wembanyama, a screen. Lou, good.
I know what they say, defense wins championships, but you need some bucket getters too now.
Rockets trail by 3. Smith outside. Pass to Shepherd. Outside, Green. Wagner with a screen for Green. They get a hand on it. A second chance effort. Here's Thompson. Persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot.
It helps that Thompson can score with either hand close to the bucket. Defenders can force him to one side or the other. And putting his long arms there to good use. Porzingis has a large catch radius on those alley-oops.
Green, the pass to Thompson. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
Here's Lou. The three from Barnes. Rebound by Smith. And it's Smith with the ball. Brings it up for the Houston Rockets. They trail by one. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing the last matchup with the Lakers.
Yeah, I mean, on the road, their defense was just overrun. Couldn't match the intensity of the opponent, and it cost them.
Yeah, if you allow a team to shoot such a high percentage in their own building, you're going to have a big hill to climb. No surprise there. He's about as automatic as it gets from the stripe. I hope I didn't jinx him.
Pass to Barnes. Here's Lou. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Out to Porzingis. Over Smith. It's rebounded by Houston.
And he's very confident from that range, but you can't make him wrong.
To the paint. Rebound by Sohan.
Fantastic defense, giving full effort.
Lou can't get it to go.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the three.
And he recovers it. Here's Thompson. Drops it in from 11 feet. Thompson's got 6. Spurs trail by 3. Here's Lou. He takes it in. Rebound by Smith.
And you got to give credit to the D for never giving up on the plate and doing just enough to bother him at the rim.
And finished off by Wagner.
Oh, how about the vision from Smith? You have to know not just where, but when to deliver the ball.
Count it.
And, guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Outside, Green. Pass to Thompson. Shepard with the ball. Back to Thompson. Drives to the hoop. And Thompson slams it home.
Rocketing off the deck. Thompson showing that youthful exuberance.
Awesome display of athleticism captured by our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Here's Lou. Sohan with the screen. Lou passes to Sohan. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. Sohan's got his second basket. Rockets leading by 3. Smith sets the pick for Green. Over Sohan. Green, no luck.
Well, despite some uneven shooting from him, they're still out in front.
Barnes passes to Lou. Inside, Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Porzingis sets big screens and makes big plays out of that two-man game.
Houston's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Here's Shepard, covered by Lou. A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. San Antonio's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Wembanyama passes to Lou. Wembanyama, a screen. A miss that time, would have put him up.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
Just go to show how tight your timing needs to be on this kind of play.
Nice shot by Smith.
Supreme confidence. Smith really stretches the floor with his ability to shoot.
Here's Sohan. He's covered by Thompson. Lou passes to Sohan. And here is Barnes. Buries the long-range jumper.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Now, here's Thompson. 8 points for him. Pass to Green. Thompson against Barnes. Fires from the line. Here's Green. The rebound. By the Spurs.
His consistency just hasn't been there this quarter in terms of his shooting.
I'll tell you what, I'm not sure these guys can keep this up.
There will be some letdown at some point, but these teams, they are built to score, so.
Thompson outside. Puts it up from 12, and the jumper is good. Thompson's got 10 points in the game.
He is getting it done on the offensive end. 5 buckets through 7 shots.
GA, if you look back at the Rockets' history, so many all-time greats have spent time there.
Yeah, it's an impressive list, right? Olajuwon, Moses Malone, Calvin Murphy, and Harden. Houston's well represented in the Hall of Fame.
Here's Lou. He has 6. Good, and it's Barnes picking up the assist. Nine points for B.
And he's made his mark on offense especially. They got to be thankful he's on their squad.
And timeout is called by Ime Udoka. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. For the Rockets, Tari Eason's checked in for Mo Wagner. Whitmore comes in for Thompson. And it's Mitchell in for Shepard. The Spurs also changing it up. Collins checked in for Wembanyama. O'Neal comes in for Harrison Barnes. And Castle is subbed in for Sohan. Now, here's Mitchell. He's usually able to provide some lift to his team, averaging 6 points a game. Green dishes to Mitchell. Misses the 3.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Right now, I'd send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, B in that last game against the Jazz had quite a performance. He picked up 58 points, and that was only part of it, as he added a triple-double for his work. Those were video game numbers he put up in that last game. Boy, it had the league abuzz. We'll see what he's got in store tonight. Kevin?
Thank you, David. You're right. He was a one-man wrecking crew in that one.
Yeah, he was not going to let them lose that game. We'll see if he comes in with that same attitude tonight.
And I'll be interested to see if the opposition looks to double him, because this should open up opportunities for his teammates to get going.
Down low. Kicks it out to Mitchell. Smith with a screen on O'Neal. And Whitmore throws it down.
Oh, man, when Cam Whitmore throws it down, you feel bad for the rim.
Lobbed up there for Collins. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
I'm sure his teammates love having a guy like Collins on the receiving end of those alley-oops. As fun an assist as you'll get.
Smith sets the pick for Whitmore. It's blocked. It's going to be out of bounds. The Rockets will retain possession. And now, with this break, here are the premier glass cleaners among rookies over the course of the past month. .106 left to play in the first quarter. Such a wide open look. Smith's got 6.
You love seeing Smith Jr. be assertive off the catch. Great shot.
Here's Lou. 9 points in the game so far. And finished off by Collins. Guys, 7 times the lead has changed hands here now.
Yeah, and that number should easily top double figures before it's over.
Whitmore with it, guarded by O'Neal. Smith with a screen on O'Neal. Whitmore, O'Neal with the rebound.
Yeah, you won't see him miss many dunks unless you've got somebody right in his face, as was the case there on that possession.
Here's Lou. 24 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Right there, the defender clearly trying to inhibit a fast break. I think that's a transition take foul. And he's got his first chance at the line here.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
And the Rockets making a change here. Waters is checked in. Whitmore with it. They really needed more from him in that loss to the Lakers.
This is what I love about Whitmore, his fearless attitude and that ability to draw fouls.
This is his first chance at the line tonight.
And he's there at 71 from the line this season, probably below where you'd like to see him.
9 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Three-pointer. Amen Thompson, he's feeling it tonight, and he has been the driving force for the Rockets. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And buenas noches, basketball fans. It's Latin night here on 2K Sports. And you might have noticed the custom jerseys worn by the players. And looking at what we've seen from Houston, what do you guys think?
Well, one way to generate more offense, pound the offensive glass. That was the difference in the first.
They're just out-hustling them on the boards, punishing them for refusing to box them out accordingly.
On the court for San Antonio here in the second. They've got Collins. Lou is out there with Castle. Then it's O'Neal. And it's Mills in at the 5. And that one's good, Whitmore.
An old school shot from Whitmore. There is still some value in that mid-range.
And the call will be against Jabari Smith. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Another foul would give him 3 before the half. Something to keep an eye on, guys.
Wembanyama, he's checked in for San Antonio. Williams comes in for Royce O'Neal. Here's Lou. Bobbed up there for Collins.
With soft hands and great recognition, Collins is the ideal big for a pick and roll.
And we're about a minute into the second quarter of play. Here's Whitmore. He's guarded by Williams. Here's Waters. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
That's just smart basketball right there, finding a way to get a high percentage shot on offense.
Wembanyama, a screen on Mitchell. Wembanyama up in the rafters.
They'd run this all night if they could, setting up Wembanyama perfectly.
Here's Whitmore. He's guarded by Williams. Here's the 3. And it's Whitmore missing. Spurs have gone a nice 3 of 3 to start the second. Here's Castle. Still without a basket. Pass to Lou. Wembanyama, a screen on Mitchell. Into the lane. The shot by Wembanyama, no good. And so it's Mitchell who brings up the ball for the Houston Rockets. Victory eluded them last time in San Antonio when they took on the Spurs.
Well, in that one, you could pretty much see the writing on.
And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
Easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Shepard's checked in for Mitchell. And when you're taking on a back-to-back, Richard, does your approach change at all?
As a player, not much. The coaches, they may look to adjust some minutes, but on the court, you just gotta keep pushing.
Pass to Lou. Fires for three. Rebound by Smith. Smith's got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Waters. It's good. The assist that time from Smith. Waters got 4 points now in the quarter.
He's good enough where it takes a lot to bother him at the rim like that.
And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter.
Smart play there. I don't think we give Wemby's IQ for the game enough love, but he was a pro in France at a young age, and that obviously gave him a lot of experience.
It's always nice to see a big fella be able to knock down some free throws and make teams pay from the line.
Nance sets a screen for Whitmore. A three-pointer off the mark. San Antonio trailing here. Now about 3 minutes gone in the second quarter of basketball. Here's Lou. He's covered by Eason. Lock at 6. Pass to Castle. Over Green. Wembanyama controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
Houston's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. From deep, Green gets the three-pointer to fall. Green's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
This is a smart play by Green, getting some help with the screen instead of trying to do it all by yourself.
Here's Castle. Scoreless thus far. Back to Wembanyama. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Houston in the lead. Now Eason. 11 points for him in that last game against the Lakers.
And not just the scoring. It was also how fierce he was on defense, grabbing 3 steals on the night as well.
And the dunk by Eason.
A sometimes underrated playmaker, Green showing good patience and vision.
It's good. And now that's 11 points for B.
Yeah, he was able to sneak it to the rim. Not enough room to get just like an easy layup.
Pass to Shepard. This one for 3. Wembanyama with the rebound. Wembanyama has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Castle. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. And here's Porzingis for a 3. That's good, and it's Wembanyama with the assist. Porzingis has got 11.
Porzingis breaking tendencies with that catch and shoot.
And play stops, whistling what looks to be an illegal screen. And here's what the Rockets' schedule looks like. On Monday, they'll tip it off. A road trip beginning in Oklahoma City where they'll take on the Thunder. And then on Wednesday, they'll be matching up against DeMar DeRozan and the Sacramento Kings.
And for the game with the Mavericks, they'll need to be at their best for this contest. Anything short of excellence, and they'll be in for a rough ride.
And the Rockets making a change here. Thompson's checked in. Castle misses.
Well, the defense didn't have any impact on that shot, but somehow he still misses it.
Chipped away. One-on-one here. Here's Lou. A nice shot by Sohan. Sohan's got the lead up to 3 now for San Antonio. And now we'll get a perspective here on the hustle game. How it's been going for San Antonio.
From the tip, they are not making things easy on them. Lots of steals, playing disruptive basketball.
And how about also the ability to contest shots? They're staying attached and contesting and coming away with blocks as well.
T.J. McConnell, he's checked in for San Antonio. Looking at the last game for San Antonio, it was a win against the Jazz in Delta Center. Pass to Lou. Now here's Barnes. Here's Lou. The Spurs need to get a shot off here. And the dunk by Sohan.
And not the prototype power forward, but he has tremendous athletic ability.
Rockets trail by 5. I'll tell you, Richard, you watch Jeremy Sohan, he can really do it all.
Yeah, power forward by trade, who's even played point guard at times. He's a great defender and a team player. He's the kind of guy you win with.
Here's Lou, 11 points in the game. And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
You gotta blow the whistle when it's that obvious. Great call there by the official.
And here is Green. He had 35 points last game out. Can they get it? A rebound by the Spurs. They put up a nice win against Utah last time out.
And really showed their depth when they needed it most. On the road, having to manufacture points.
The bench production was huge, no doubt. A testament to how well prepared this coaching staff is for these tough road games.
Lou passes to McConnell. Here's Porzingis. The kick out to Barnes. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. And they'll get another chance. Here's Lou. Whitmore defending. McConnell passes to Lou. No good on the 3.
And he continues to cast away, but the results just haven't been there tonight.
Here's Eason. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
And that's what he does. I mean, he is a bucket getter.
Now, here's McConnell. T right on him. Here's Lou. Good. And McConnell gets the assist. 14 points for B.
With this lead, they're playing confidently, showing a quick trigger from beyond.
Nancy's checked in for the Rockets. Collins checked in for San Antonio. With a break in the action, let's go to the 2K leaderboard. These squads have been lights out this month. Number 1, the Spurs. In second, the Rockets.
I mean, guys, these are 2 of the hottest teams in the league right now when it comes to scoring the basketball.
Thompson inside, covered by Lou. Nice shot by Thompson. Thompson's got 12 in the game.
And this one has been all about Amen Thompson, a freakish athlete. When he gets rolling, there's just not much a defender can do.
Pass to Lou. And again, it's the Spurs from deep.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
Shepard with the ball. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against the Lakers. Nance a screen. Jacks up a 3. And it's John Collins with the rebound. Spurs leading by 7. Lou passes to McConnell. Pass to Lou. The 3. And again, it's the Spurs from deep.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
Yeah, you got to know where he is at all times, especially when he's roaming around the perimeter ready to fire.
Here's Shepard. He's covered by McConnell. The 11-footer cuts off the pass. Here's Lou. 20 points for him. Back to McConnell. Pass to Lou. Fires the 3. It doesn't go for him.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Let's get an update on Jalen Green. What's the status there, David?
Well, Kevin, I caught up with the head athletic trainer for the Rockets. Well, guys, it could have been much worse. It's a shoulder bruise, and it's aching.
1:39 left to play in the half. On the court for San Antonio, Barnes and Sohan, your small and power forwards. Then there's John Collins. Then there's T.J. McConnell. And it's Lou in a 2-guard. San Antonio again can't hit.
We know how good a shooter he is. It's frustrating for him when he's not able to knock down that kind of wide open look.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, B in that last game against the Jazz was all business. He ended up with 58 points and put up double digits in 3 categories. And he had a monster game that last time out. He'll try to match or even exceed those numbers tonight. That's got to be scary to face, Brian.
Thanks, Allie. Absolutely. He was a one-man show in that one, Grant.
Yeah, he was not going to let them lose that game. We'll see if he comes in with that same mentality tonight.
Yeah, you know, every night's different. They may try to double him, might force him to adjust, or force him to make plays with the pass instead. We'll see.
Hey guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for San Antonio.
Well, great play down low. I mean, you expect the defense to adjust, collapse maybe, but that should open up things on the perimeter later in the game.
Cultivating a lot of assists right now, which is beautiful to see. Love the way they're working that ball around.
Wagner's checked in for Houston. Jalen Green comes in for Whitmore.
I mean, defending this team, you have to track Collins in the pick and roll. He'll hurt you if you lose him.
Outside Eason. Here's Shepard. He's marked by McConnell. Wagner with a screen on McConnell. And here's Shepard for 3. Sinks it from distance. Shepard's got 6 points in the quarter.
He made the most of that opening, teaching the defense a lesson.
Thompson with it. O'Neal covers from 11 feet away. And the Rockets tack on 2 more.
This is a good sign, a positive sign. Thompson wanting to keep getting better from the mid-range.
Lou passes to McConnell. Pass to Lou. Now O'Neal. Puts up a 3. That misses. Would have counted had it gone. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. San Antonio on top. They're up by 4. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out there for the start of the 3rd quarter, right after the break.
And guys, which of these matchups are you excited about here?
Me and Kenny in a race to the board.
I don't know.
And we now take a look at the Houston Rockets and the close first half they've played.
We've talked about it in the past. They have a deep rotation.
And that is going to do it.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. Clark, one topic that gets its share of attention, illegal screens.
And with good reason, because guys are bigger, stronger, a lot of pick and roll action. So you've got to be more diligent in cracking down on those screens that are illegal. The game is extremely fluid. Guys are in constant motion. But I think it's a hard call to make consistently, but the officials have to keep working at it.
We've got Jabari Smith. Jalen Green is out there with Shepard. Then it's Thompson. And it's Wagner in at the 5. And that's the group for Ime Udoka as we begin the second half. Here's Lou. Wembanyama screen. Driving inside. Another possession. Another assist. The chemistry he has with his guys is impressive.
I mean, keeping his head on a swivel, actively seeking out his teammates, incredible.
Outside, Green. Pass to Thompson. Ooh, excellent D there from Barnes.
A rare miss for him at point-blank range. That's one he'd like to have back.
Here's Wembanyama. They get the rebound. Rockets trail by 4. Here's Shepard. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair.
It is. I mean, no reason to back off and give him the layup. I mean, much better off making him go to the line.
That one misses. For San Antonio, they've gone just 1 of 3 in the second half. Pass to Wembanyama. Oh, too easy for Wemby. Nice finish.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Here's Shepherd. 4-3. Lou with the rebound. Porzingis sets a screen. Down low. Smith with the rebound. Smith's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Inside. Pass to Green. There's the triple. Green. Money from deep.
Hey, this team has great confidence in Green's ability to connect from deep. It's really about getting him quality looks.
Porzingis sets a screen. Lou passes to Porzingis. Ooh, coming through again. Shooting 5 for 7 now.
Their offense is really humming right now, and it's because of the beautiful ball distribution.
10 straight points off assists. That's very impressive, and it also makes the game easy and fun to watch.
Picked by Smith. Shot clock at 6. Thompson kicks it out to Wagner. It's stolen by Barnes. To the left wing. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. And he lobs it up.
Here's Shepherd. 13 points in the game. On the floor for San Antonio, they've got Harrison Barnes. Victor Wembanyama is out there with Porzingis. Then it's Jeremy Sohan. And it's Lou in at the 1. And you know, Greg, we're seeing so many teams utilizing the dribble handoff.
And it really forces the defense into a bad spot. Can create situations where the offense has an advantage, and then it allows you to kind of seek out the matchup.
And now the latest from our reporter, David. Oh, watch out for Wembanyama.
You know, the perfect lob partner, Wembanyama, with elite hand-eye coordination.
And so Green will bring it up for the Houston Rockets. Pass to Shepherd. Here's Thompson. Brings it from 9 feet away. Thompson's got 18 points.
Well, when you have a scorer as skilled as he is, you do everything you can to get him the looks he needs.
Here's Lou. 22 points for him. Trying to find Porzingis. It's it to him. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
They put the ball in the air, and all Porzingis has to do is hop up and get it. Nicely done.
In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Smith, no good.
Not really what we expected. You know he wants that one back.
They get it again. Sohan off with the layup. Rockets trail by 6. No one near Shepherd as he lets it go. Off target from 3-point range. The Spurs have gone to even 5 of 10 on shot attempts in the third. Lou passes to Sohan. Porzingis with a screen on Green. To the middle, 7-foot shot, and it's Porzingis getting it to go. Porzingis has got 6 points in the quarter.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
Wagner against Wembanyama. Thompson right side. Over Barnes. Nice spin off the left rim and in. Thompson's got 20.
And this one has been all about Amen Thompson, a freakish athlete. When he gets rolling, there's just not much a defender can do.
Here's Sohan. He's got 8. Here's to Lou. Now Barnes lets it go with a 3. Knocks down the 3 ball. He's got 6.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Now here's Thompson. He's got 20. Kicks it out to Wagner. 6 to shoot. And here's Green outside. Sinks the three-pointer. Green's got a pair of threes now here in the third for Houston.
He has really made an impact from beyond today. That's another triple.
And when you have shooters feeling it from distance, it feels like no lead is safe because points can get put up in a hurry.
Wembanyama, a screen on Green. The Spurs need to get a shot off here. And again, it's the Spurs from deep.
Yeah, how about the percentage they're shooting from beyond the arc here in the second half?
Well, Stan, when the Spurs landed the first overall pick in the draft, their fortunes changed back on May 16th, 2023.
Look, Kevin, the hardest thing for any franchise is to find the guy that you can build everything around. When they got Wembanyama, that dream came true for San Antonio, and they've got the guy they can build this franchise around for years to come.
To the inside, here's Shepherd. Lou grabs the board.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
Now, Sohan. He's got 8, and again, it's San Antonio with a 3.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give them. From behind the arc.
Green deciding where to go with it. Pass to Shepherd. For 3. Connects from three-point range. Shepherd's got 16.
Watch out. Now that he's got his first 3 of the half, there might be more in store.
And we've got a timeout from Greg Popovich. He's made the decision he wants to huddle up with his guys. And the Rockets making a change here. Eason's checked in. San Antonio leading by 9. Here's Lou. 27 points for him. Collins, a screen on Green. Lobbed up there for Collins. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Well, great to see in-sync offense like this. The pass is perfectly timed, and Collins rises up and puts it down.
Now, here is Smith. He's got 6. Easton passes to Thompson. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
Well, what a quarter he's had. You can tell he's in the flow. They should be looking for him every possession.
Wembanyama, a screen on Green. And another assist.
25 assists. What an unselfish performance.
He has been a sensational playmaker. Wagner outside. Pass to Thompson. Lets it go from 11. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good. Thompson's got 25 points in the game. Wembanyama, a screen. Here's Castle. He's covered by Thompson. Here's Castle. He has yet to score. Lou passes to Branham. Here's Lou. Pass to Castle. Launches it. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. There's Green with the 3. And another 3 for Houston.
Green knows that he needs to take and make threes at a good clip. Nice shot there.
Here's Castle. Looking at his numbers, he averages a bit over 9 points a game. Wembanyama, a screen. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on B. That'll be his second foul. And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. And he drives in, and it is flushed down with a nice jam.
And once he gets clear off the screen, there is no stopping him.
No, not when there's a flush waiting to happen.
Well, give credit to the screener there. That's how you help free up your teammates.
They've got Wagner. Shepard out there with Green. Then it's Tari Eason. And it's Whitmore in at small forward. That's the 5 for Houston right now. To the middle. And it's Wembanyama with the jam.
Oh, great decision there. Get it to Wembanyama and let Victor finish as the roller.
Here's Shepard. Covered by Lou. Great Kentucky native Reed Shepard followed in his dad's footsteps and stayed local for his college years.
How cool was that? His dad winning 2 national championships for the Bluegrass State, was named the MVP of the '98 college tournament, and he even had a brief stint in the NBA. Reed, the 3rd overall pick of the 2024 draft, blazing his own trail.
Catching up on the changes for Houston. Jabari Smith comes in for Cam Whitmore. And Amen Thompson subbed in for Jalen Green. And Wembanyama throws it down.
And a monster game for Wemby with the matchup issues he creates. I'm not sure anyone in this league can stop him when he's on.
Now, here's Thompson. Eason passes to Shepard. Smith outside. 5 to shoot. Here's Thompson. Rebound San Antonio. Wembanyama's got rebound number 8 now on the night. Wembanyama, a screen. Floats it up for Wembanyama. An emphatic LU jam.
Yeah, you can throw it almost anywhere, and Wembanyama will go get it.
Rockets trail by 10. Thompson outside. Shepard with a screen for Thompson. Pass to Shepard. 7-foot shot. Back to Thompson. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Spurs will take it.
Well, that's an unforced error. If you want to drive your coach crazy, that's the way to do it.
Mitchell, he's checked in for Shepard. Spurs leading by 10. Here's Lou. He lobs it up. And another assist for him. Dishing it all over the place in this one.
He's tallying them up in bunches.
Well, you always got to watch out for Sochan as a lob threat. He's got huge balance.
Pass to Smith. Back to Mitchell. Houston moving the ball around. Thompson outside. Houston needs to get a shot. Another miss by Houston.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat. The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Mitchell right side. Shot to stop the run. The Rockets with another miss.
Well, that wasn't a bad shot. Defense playing a little loose there. Sometimes it just doesn't go in.
Lou passes to Sochan. Here's Lou. Wembanyama, a screen on Thompson. Lou, back to Wembanyama. Thompson with the rebound. Thompson's got his 5th rebound in this one. Mitchell kicks to Smith. Pass to Eason. Mitchell outside. Again, Mitchell missing.
Well, this has been a frustrating night for him. Still without any points.
Here's Sochan. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. As a coach, what were some of your favorite parts, Stan, of life on the road?
Well, Kevin, we get treated really well on the road in the NBA. I mean, you travel on great charters. People take care of your bags. We stay in great hotels. But my favorite part of being on the road was when we were on our way home. Easier to win at home, family at home. That was the favorite part of it.
How about the bonding experience that a lot of coaches talk about when you're out there kind of alone against the forces, just you and your team.
Well, I definitely think players bond on trips like that because they're not going in different directions. They team to spend time together. I don't think any of them ever wanted to spend time with me.
Hey, Greg, where do you think the Rockets are the strongest in their play?
I'd say on the glass. They generally do a good job crashing the boards and going for loose balls. They really value every possession.
We expect nothing less. He's generally been very good at the line.
Here's Lou. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Jabari Smith picks one up. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Spurs.
Well, they've clearly been focused on getting the ball inside. And up to this point, the defense has not had an answer.
And the other thing you notice is how committed they've been to playing with the pass, constantly moving that ball from one side to the other.
Now, here's Thompson. Here's Green. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Thompson's got 5 assists tonight.
Well, you talk about a full 180. His play here in the second half has really come on. You can see his confidence building.
Sohan with the ball. He's covered by Thompson. Offensive rebound. And the shot goes in from Kristaps Porzingis. Porzingis has got 6 points in the quarter.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Here's Green. That's tipped.
High effort defensive play by Sohan. He can be very effective on that end of the floor.
Pass to Lou. Here's Sohan. Lou passes to Porzingis. Now here's Barnes. He's looking for Wembanyama and finds him. Good on the shot.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Shepherd with the ball. Defended by Lou. Shepherd, that's good.
Well, anytime you can get a good look close in like that, it's always your best option.
Spurs leading by 16. Sohan with the ball. Pass to Lou. There's the triple. It's rebounded by Houston. Smith's got 7 rebounds in the game. To the paint. Now Shepherd. Smith sets the pick for Shepherd. Over Sohan. And it's Shepherd missing.
Well, the process was good. A solid look inside. Sometimes the basketball just doesn't go in.
Here's Sohan. He's covered by Thompson. Lou. And he's good on the 3 ball. Lou's got 7 points here in this quarter.
Well, Sohan is one of those guys that always looks for the next pass.
Pass to Green. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Harrison Barnes picks one up.
Yeah, easy call.
Free throw drops for Green. And the Spurs winning the 2023 lottery stand, adding the terrific Victor Wembanyama. A franchise changer, it appears.
Yeah, Kevin, the hardest thing, and you need a lot of luck to do it, is to get that guy. The guy you can build everything around. There aren't enough of them to go around. Victor Wembanyama is a guy you can build a championship franchise around, multi-skilled at his size. This guy's going to be a fixture in this league for a long time.
Yeah, he's in such a great rhythm right now. Makes sense to get him the ball any way you can.
Yeah, when you have a guy playing like he has been recently, he's got to be the first option on every possession.
Here's Lou, a 3 from Barnes, and it's Wagner with the rebound. Wagner's got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for the Spurs.
You know, it's tough to put your finger on the deciding factor in this one, but I'd say that the shooting accuracy made the difference.
Yeah, I think you're on point, Kevin. They got better looks, and that tends to lead to a better field goal percentage.
And, of course, this season for these guys has been just remarkable. Win after win, we've watched them take on the best teams in the league and dispatch them with ease. Tonight will mark win number 72, adding to the storied season one more time.
And they've taken control of the season series. This brings them to 2-0 with one game left against this squad.
And, you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for B.
Well, we saw some exceptional passes from him tonight. His vision did a lot to elevate their offense.
So it's San Antonio now, following the score by Houston. Lou can't get it to go. He misses the free throw. And so it's San Antonio.